Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be putting together a $300 Dell Optiplex that you can do at home. It is super easy, and you will be able to play esports and even some AAA titles.
We like to refresh these videos every so often because the Dell Optiplex you can get become cheaper and cheaper and newer and newer. And this one right here is a 7th Gen i7, which is on par with something like an i3-10100. And we're going to be plopping in the RX 6400 and making a really awesome little gaming system for only $300. Before we do that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Are you tired of the same old boring games that offer no real fun or excitement? Well, it's time to step up to a real game, Raid Shadow Legends, today's video sponsor. For new Raid Shadow Legends players, they're currently running a Valentine's Day quest called the Raid Love Quest. Head on over to raidlovequest.plarium.com before March 14th. Play one of these themed mini games for a chance to win crazy gifts, including Valentine's Day themed Raid champions and even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. My top 3 Valentine's themed champions from the new collection are Cupidus, Venus, and Astralon. They're all crazy powerful. If you haven't started to play Raid Shadow Legends yet, definitely check the link down below or scan my QR code on screen right now. You'll get access to some unique bonuses worth up to $35, including access to your free epic champion Jotun and other epic stuff. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and go download Raid Shadow Legends today by checking the link down below or scan the QR code on screen to gain access to this awesome, exciting mobile game. Big shout out to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into the video, shall we?
So this video is going to be pretty simple. I mean, we just bought this Optiplex on eBay, then we bought this XFX 6400 brand new from Amazon, and all we really have to do is just swap out to the low profile bracket and then install the card. We'll show you guys how to do that. Now there obviously is a lot of other really cool upgrades you can do, like you can add more RAM to these. You can also get NVMe storage or just normal 2.5-inch storage. You could go with a couple of different graphics cards, but we'll show you the one that you really need to go to specifically because we already tried this video and made a mistake. So we definitely had to swap cards a little bit.
Yeah, that's the only downside with these newer Optiplexes. They're not as upgradable as some of the OG ones we made videos on years ago. What we're gonna be doing is putting that graphics card in here, showing you guys step by step how to do that. And one upgrade we will be making to this thing is adding an extra stick of memory because it does have 8 gigs, but it is single channel memory. So we will benefit a good amount by adding that extra stick.
All right, so Matt was able to find some SK Hynix RAM. Now this came with 2400 megahertz, which most of these, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the lowest DDR4 there is. So SK Hynix 4 gigs, and this is 2400T, which is great. So it's the same speed, it's just different capacity. So we have an 8 gig stick, we're gonna add this 4 gig, and then we're gonna have 12 gigs total, which I know sounds weird, but all that really matters to us is that we have dual channel. We're gonna get some added performance doing that. Now this actually we bought, came with an SSD. I'm gonna see if I can get this out. So you gotta pull kind of hard, just be careful, don't go breaking cables. And now we're just going to open our RAM. We're gonna line up this little notch here, and then boom. I thought I was gonna break it, that was scary. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this back on. Now, one thing that we normally show you guys us doing, because these Optiplexes, they don't ever replace the thermal paste. It's always very old and crusty. We normally take this cooler off and put thermal paste on, but like I said, we were originally doing this video with a A2000 Quadro, but the problem was it was too big. So it was a 2-lane card and it literally sat on the actual power supply. So that's why we have this card. This is a single lane. It'll have just enough room to slot in there, but yeah, we already replaced the thermal paste, so we're not gonna do that again because that just kind of be a waste. And now we put this on.
Almost on there.
I'm like, did that count?
There you go.
There we go.
All right, here is the Swift 105 RX 6400. Now this really for the new market is the best low profile card for these Optiplexes. Now I will warn you guys, this thing's gonna run warm and it always runs warm. Unless we're putting in this in like an open test bench, this little guy will run warm, especially when we're up against this little PSU, but it's gonna perform just fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and take it out of this anti-static bag. You can get these things for about 120, 130 bucks on the new market, Amazon all day, every day. And they're good little cards. Now what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna take this peel off first because we don't wanna leave this peel. This peel's awful, by the way. Okay, after getting all that peel off, what we're going to be doing is taking off these 4 screws right here. Now, don't make the mistake we did when we originally did this video where we thought we had to take the whole cooler off to replace this bracket for the low profile bracket, which is right here. You just have to unscrew these 4 screws right here with your LTT screwdriver. No other screwdriver is allowed, by the way. So I got this outer screw right here. Then we're going to get this other outer screw right here. Leave the middle 2 because that is for the fan, and then the other outer 2. All right, so now this just comes off just like that. And what we're going to do is unscrew, let me see where this is attached, these 2 screws right here, this one and this one. And this will allow us to put on our low profile bracket, which I'll go ahead and get out for you guys. If you don't understand what a low profile bracket is, it basically allows these cards to work in these low profile systems because, well, see it slots in right there. When I take this other one off, I'll show you how much taller this is. Actually, I can just show you like this. Yeah, it saves a lot of space. So you're actually able to install this thing properly. All right, now we gotta take the 2 on the front off.
Now yank it.
All right, we're gonna go. And look at that, we're ready to go. So now we're gonna put this little guy right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do everything in reverse order. Look at that, now this card is looking nice and great. So we're gonna take this little piece off right here. We're gonna open up like so. Yours normally might have 2 of these, so take those off. And then we're going to plop the card like. So it's in there now, easy install, toolless. Boom, just like that, we have a gaming PC ready to go. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is make sure it works, obviously, and if yours comes with Windows, like an SSD already, you may already have Windows installed, be sure to plug into the video out on the back of the graphics card, not up here, because you have a graphics card now. You don't have an office PC, it's a gaming PC now. It's ready to game. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, load up some games, test it in some of the most popular titles out there, and then we'll just wrap the video up real quick.
All right, guys, we're gonna test out some Overwatch 2, and we're doing it a little different. Normally, we just completely unlock the frame rate, but we're gonna try locking it, because this thing...
I would turn it on. It would definitely fix the lag. Video below frame rate.
Okay, so now,
yes,
ooh,
a lot better.
Dude, we were locked to 60 with VSync on, and that really helped.
Yeah, so this thing, when you are unleashing the frame rate, will get really loud. It's already starting to get a little loud. Oh God, here it goes.
Uh-oh.
It's taking off.
It's going, Matt lied.
I
Can you guys
lied.
hear it?
But yeah, we're just trying to see, is this thing capable for $300 getting at least a 60 FPS average in most esports titles? And if you can do that, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, I can't believe I just hit that. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Oh. They knew. They got old dude to combat me. Oh my God, that was such a bad ult. I'm not gonna talk about it though. Girl.
Oh,
she almost
yes.
killed me. Thought you could hide from me.
The extra RAM is definitely being utilized too. We're up to 10 gigs of RAM, so you know, going 16 would also help if you want to spend just a little bit more money. But what we had on hand, we were able to do 12 gigs, which is still definitely a big step up, and that dual channel is going to help out a ton.
Proper roll.
I just like how he jumps. It doesn't affect him.
Did he really just jump?
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Come out. Come out from your shell. Where'd you go? Yay!
I also show a picture of a Glizzy Gladiator on screen. What would you say a Glizzy Gladiator looks like?
Oh God.
They just
Where is
bail.
everyone?
Oh.
Yay.
Oh.
Ow. Ow, I'm not nano boosted anymore and I'm not paying attention.
Ah.
Did I
The
get
old.
anyone? Oh, I'm not gonna kill anyone. Oh wait, I got
Got
you.
him.
Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, I almost just like timed that perfectly. Okay, I put myself in a horrible position once again. Someone heal me. Let's go.
Yay. Nice.
See, guys, even on cheap PC competitive gaming, no problem.
DPS diff. Let's move on to everyone's favorite, Fortnite. All right, guys, we're in Fortnite on performance settings, medium textures, medium view distance, and yeah, we're gonna drop in real quick and see what kind of frame rate we are maintaining. But right now, I got the FPS cap turned off just to max things out a little bit here. Fortnite being Fortnite, the only downside running a 6400 is AMD GPUs tend to not do as well in performance settings on Fortnite compared to NVIDIA GPUs. So we're gonna have a little bit of a lower performance than we probably would if we used like a, like a low profile 1650 or an equivalent GPU. But we're going to drop in here and see if Fortnite is gonna be Fortnite. So far, it looks like it's gonna be Fortnite. And we have landed, and I have my pistol.
I'm fighting with staffs no more.
We ain't doing that. There was somebody here. I heard them drop.
Oh!
Tiny McLarge.
Dude, they were reading their iPad.
It's like gunshots around me. Ah!
Let's go.
Ah!
Uh-oh. This guy's horrible if he doesn't get... Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh,
He's horrible!
that's a real person.
How did he mess that up?
Well, is he horrible or are you just really good?
I'm just cracked at Fortnite, my dude.
Don't feel bad if you go against Matt, guys. He's just really good.
Just
God tier.
cracked. All right.
I mean business. And business is good.
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy. Ooh, lasered. Oh, he's gonna have a clear shot on me. Ah!
I think he's also gonna break your rock. Forgot you could do that.
Ooh!
Oh, why did he jump?
I don't know. He really.
Amelia, why?
I hit that sniper shot that I can't do that. Hey, run away, bot. That's fine. Oh. Thank Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious, that guy. Oh. All right, well, hey, got 8th place in Fortnite, you know, not too shabby, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is run some built-in benchmarks, really push this thing to the limits, but I think with $300 for a gaming PC, it's not too bad. Obviously, you can go out of your way and buy a Series S Xbox if you want a console, but if you want a PC and you want everything a PC can do, like this, look at that. Just do stuff like that. Right aboard. This is a pretty good option. Let's go ahead and dive into that.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking our $300 gaming PC, and that's exactly what this thing is now, because not only did we throw in some esports titles, but we also threw in some AAAs as well, and we were able to play anything we threw at it. There were no restrictions or anything really holding us back, aside from it just being so freaking cheap. I mean, $300, you can't expect to be able to play 1080p 1440 like max settings, but you can expect 1080p lower settings.
And of course, I know there's gonna be people in the comments saying, why don't you buy an Xbox for $250? Well, this is a computer. Okay, it's a computer. It does more than, you know, your Xbox can. Yeah, your Xbox may have a web browser, but can this install, well, I don't know, stuff that you can install on Windows? Can't install malware on your computer, but long story short, obviously, if you're just a gamer, the Xbox is obviously a good route. We've made many videos on that, but this thing, for you computer gamers out there who want to get to PC gaming, the best gaming experience out there, this is a very good option. If you want to build one yourself, check the links down below. They will be affiliate links and will help us out. Let us know what you think about this $300 PC. It's really cool to see that these newer gen Optiplexes are coming down in price, so we're able to make this $300 build better and better every single year.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So over at PC Bros, we actually sell a computer just like this, one with the 6400 in it that's inside of an Optiplex. We even have cheaper ones too that we call our dirt cheap gamers, where if you just want to get into the bare minimum gaming and you want to start off on something stupid cheap, like I'm talking $200, then we definitely have a computer for you.
PCBros.tech, gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and so much more. If you use code ToastyBros2 on checkout, you will save a whopping 2% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.